Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. Today, a battle in the Great Lakes Stadium. From the Upers to those in the mitten, all Michiganders will be focused on this showdown. It's the Western Michigan Broncos and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Michigan went through one of the most dramatic off-seasons we've ever seen in college football, but they have steadied the ship, hiring longtime head coach Kyle Whittingham, who is highly respected and highly thought of in this industry. Whittingham has brought some stability to that program. We'll see if he's able to get the same results on the field with a talented roster. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So Western Michigan's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Chambers. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Wolverines offense will take the field first. And here comes Andrew Marsh. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Blitnikoff awards. The tradition of the position of receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. Throwing, Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Wolverines in the hurry-up.
And this offense talked about coming into the game, creating those explosive plays, being great on third down. Check, check. Both of those plays happen on the first drive, and they come through already in a great rhythm to start this football game.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Powers through the defender. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Throwing right. Oh, he got loose. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Michigan. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Broncos offense will now get its first chance with the football. I'm not sure how much they're going to want to go after this guy because very few have had success throwing his way. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside. It's Buckman. There he goes.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to the ground with the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Now on first down from the 30. They'll run it from the gun. Maybe some room here.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They give it to him again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Back to throw, it's Lowry. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions, and he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
And the Broncos line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tight end now in motion. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here's Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch. It's Marshall. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to...
Finding some room. Smashes through the tackle. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Here they're trying to get to the edge. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Lowry. Under fire. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Broncos will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Spins away from the defender. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And that's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to run for it. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. He's got it. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver. But if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense a little off balance.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Marshall. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Play fake, Underwood. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The keeper on the option. Got a little grip. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Lowry. Oh, they're after him. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverines. That is their sophomore defensive end, and as with any injury, they hope this is just a momentary thing. Holly will check on him in a bit. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Pucks it out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. They're working that left side. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Scanning the field, it's Lowry. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
And the Broncos will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The catch is made, but he's beyond the sideline, so they'll turn it over on downs. Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later.
Opposite. Come on.
The run inside. It's Marshall. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Underwood fires to the right. It's complete. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He's at the top. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Broncos sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Shoots it to the left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Non-native receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it to the back. Breaks into the open. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Unloads to the wideout. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The toss sweep to the right. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking to pass. It's Lowry. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got the 1st down. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Buckley. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. It's 1st down from the 11. They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Buckley. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Broncos.
And this defense, just a little bit of a letdown right before the half. Been controlling this football game, been dominating this football game, giving up points, got to go into half, get it buckled back down, get that intensity cranked back up.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Underwood. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab deep. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he rushes it. Through the upright is good from 59.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And with time running out here in the 1st half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with a look at Marshall, taking on the number 17 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the home team, looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside the Big House. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barnett. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Checking in with the Western Michigan head coach at halftime. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
The run inside. It's Buckley. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And the Broncos will hustle to the line.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Got it, looking for the first down. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Broncos! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
To the air, it's Lowry. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Michigan, 31. Western Michigan, 13.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Michigan offense. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Here's Underwood to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That's caught. It's Buchanan. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. They make the stop. How about that spin move? Turn that into an 8-yard gain.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
There's some room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Trying to run, it's Marshall. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended. His third touchdown in this game and his third on the season.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Western Michigan ready to get things going right now on offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon.
Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Running inside, it's Lowry. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
After your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. The run inside. It's Marshall. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. The option, the keeper. There's a crease. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense runs the option. They didn't need the option. The quarterback does a great job understanding that what the defense is trying to do. He's got space. He takes it. Why pitch it when I don't have to? Makes the big, long, explosive touchdown play for this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They boot it away on 4th down. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Turning it on! Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. He's got 93 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. And the Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well give it to him again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And now the Broncos called their first of 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. The Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Send the tight end in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But
might have a chance. Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Running inside, it's Buckley. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll go to the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes a connection. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle, jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Love the call going RPO here on 4th and short. And how about the running back? This is a guy that gets the tough yards. He finds ways to get those hidden yards. He can push the pile, drive the legs. Showed you that right there.
To the ground. He's got it again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try the right side. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Bringing the heat. And they got it.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
And that's what defense is all about, understanding the situation. It's 3rd and long. I'm going to drop back. I'm going to make him throw that ball underneath to the running back and then do my job. Go corral, tackle him, and force the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Looking to throw on 1st down. On target.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight, because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And the extra point is good. Coming out with it, it's Chambers. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. The give on the option. Makes one man miss. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Quickly to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. It's complete. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Using his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
And there's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not the performance they were expecting here today, but there were plays to be made on the field. And David, I think moving forward, this team just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and when you see it on tape, and your coach has been preaching all camp about the mistakes, but now it's real. Now you got a loss attached to it, but a lot of conference play still ahead, a lot of opportunities to still have a successful